Hey everyone, are you ready for a trip down memory lane? If you were around in the 90s, you definitely know the name Claudia Schiffer, the blonde bombshell who ruled the modeling world. But have you ever wondered how the Claudia we knew back then compares to the Claudia of today? You won't believe how much has changed, and some of the things that have stayed the same. Stick with me through this video till the end because we're diving deep into Claudia Schiffer then versus now, and you're not going to want to miss any of the details. So grab a seat and let's get started. In the early 90s, Claudia Schiffer was a global sensation. She wasn't just a model, she was the model. Think about it. She graced the covers of magazines like Vogue, Elle, and Harper's Bazaar. She walked the catwalks for some of the biggest fashion houses like Chanel, Versace, and Dolce & Gabbana. To say she was everywhere would be an understatement. Claudia was the face of the 90s alongside other legendary supermodels like Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and Linda Evangelista. Her tall frame, blonde hair, and stunning blue eyes made her an icon in the fashion world, and she was the go-to model for designers who wanted their clothes to be seen by millions. But what makes Claudia's story so interesting is that she didn't just disappear with the end of the 90s, she's had an incredible career and a life full of surprising changes. Let's take a look back at Claudia's career in the 90s first. When Claudia was discovered in 1987 at the age of 17 in Düsseldorf, Germany, no one could have predicted the global superstar she would become. She quickly rose to fame, and by the early 90s, she was a household name. What really set Claudia apart was her versatility. She could do it all, from runway shows to magazine covers to advertising campaigns. Claudia wasn't just a pretty face. She had a strong presence that made her stand out in the sea of other models. In fact, she even became known as the blonde bombshell of the modeling world, with her radiant beauty often compared to other supermodels of the era. She was known for her all-American look, blonde hair, blue eyes, and a smile that lit up the room. That look made her the ideal model for the 90s fashion industry, where that type of beauty was in high demand. And of course, she had the work, ethic, and talent to back it up. She worked tirelessly, appearing in some of the most high-profile campaigns of the decade, from Guess to Chanel, and even Victoria's Secret. She was everywhere, but fast forward to today, and Claudia Schiffer is not just a model anymore. She's turned into an entrepreneur, a mother, and an influential figure in the fashion world. It's almost unbelievable how she's continued to evolve. Fast forward to now, and Claudia, who's now in her early 50s, looks just as stunning, but there's so much more to her than just beauty. One of the most amazing things about Claudia today is how she has aged gracefully. While many models of the 90s have faded into the background, Claudia has maintained a strong presence. She's a fashion icon, still appearing at high-end events, working with major fashion houses, and even getting involved in fashion design herself. But it's not just her career that's taken a new direction. Over the years, Claudia has also made the transition to a family life. She's a mother of 3 children with her husband, director Matthew Vaughn, and she has spoken openly about how motherhood has changed her life in the best way. What's truly impressive about Claudia is that she's not stuck in the past. She's embraced the world of social media, where she connects with fans, shares glimpses of her personal life, and even posts throwback photos from her modeling days. While some might try to distance themselves from their past fame, Claudia has used her legacy in a way that feels fresh and authentic. She's not just living off her old career, she's reinvented herself time and time again. Today, Claudia is an ambassador for various brands, a sought-after speaker at fashion events, and an entrepreneur who's used her influence to launch businesses in the fashion world. She's also stayed incredibly active in the industry, walking in runway shows and working with photographers to create beautiful photo shoots, showing that age is nothing but a number when it comes to being relevant. So how does Claudia look today? If you think she's let herself go or disappeared from the spotlight, think again. Claudia Schiffer still looks absolutely amazing. She has matured, but in the best way possible. She's graceful, confident, and just as radiant as she was in her prime. Of course, she's aged naturally, and it's clear she doesn't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. There's something so refreshing about how she's embraced her beauty, both from the inside and out. She's an inspiration to women everywhere who want to feel empowered and confident at any age. It's not about looking like you did when you were 20. It's about owning who you are at every stage of your life. In fact, Claudia has even spoken about how much she loves the way she looks now, how comfortable she is in her own skin, and how she has learned to take better care of herself, both mentally and physically. Her style has evolved too. Gone are the days of the teen model look. Now she's all about elegance and refinement, with a focus on classic pieces and timeless fashion. But don't think she's all about elegance and grace. Claudia still knows how to have fun with her wardrobe, experimenting with trends, and bringing a fresh, modern take to her outfits. It's not just her looks that have evolved. Claudia has also opened up about how the fashion industry has changed since the 90s. While in the past, models were almost shut off from the world, today's models, including Claudia, are stronger, more independent, and have a voice in how they're portrayed. The fashion industry has moved toward inclusivity, diversity, and embracing different body types, and Claudia has been a part of that evolution in her own way. What does this all mean for Claudia's legacy? It means she's more than just a supermodel. She's a trailblazer who's continued to inspire both the fashion industry and the generations that came after her. From the days of being a 90s icon to the woman she is today, Claudia Schiffer is a symbol of beauty, strength, and reinvention. So if there's one thing to take away from this comparison of then versus now, it's this. Claudia Schiffer is not just a blast from the past. She's living proof that beauty and success are timeless. No matter how many years go by, she continues to redefine what it means to be a supermodel in the modern world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Claudia's journey, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it with anyone who appreciates a good transformation story. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of Claudia's evolution? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.